Living in Southern California has its moments of heat, which is pretty much 10 months of the year. Now that it's getting colder, it's time to use that oven not only to warm the house, but your stomach as well. The recipe that I picked, banana muffins, is from allrecipes.com, which has so many tasteful recipes made by people like you and me. I have tried countless banana muffin recipes, and I found this to be my favorite, not only because it tastes good, but because it is so simple. 1 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, half a cup of butter, 3 bananas. Half a cup of white sugar, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. In a large bowl, mix the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. When you're finished, set the bowl aside. Don't forget to mix it! When choosing the bananas, go for the bananas that has a lot of bruises or black marks. Those will be sweeter, and you do not need to add as much sugar as the recipe calls for. Next, mash the bananas. If you don't have a potato masher like me, grab a large fork and mash. I have found that if you press and slide the fork on the banana, it is easier to mash, like this. Press and slide. Press and slide. This is how it's gonna look like when it's finished. Very yummy! I decided to make mini banana muffins, and I lined it with mini cups. If you don't have any mini cups or the mini cup pan, you can use the standard size and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. Now go ahead and lightly grease the pan. Set that aside and preheat the oven to 375. Grab the smaller bowl, add the bananas, white sugar, egg, and butter, and mix with a whisk. Grab the larger bowl and mix everything together. Make sure you scrape the bottom, because as I was pouring the batter into the muffin pans, I found flour on the bottom. So mix, mix, mix. The next part is optional. If you have a sweet tooth like me, do this next step. In a small bowl, mix together the flour, sugar, and cinnamon. Then drop bits and pieces of butter and mix it. This is how it should look like when you're finished. Then, grab the mini muffin pan and pour the batter into each cup. I found that using a butter knife and a 1/8 cup to fill each container was a lot easier. It's okay if you spill some on the pan. Nobody's perfect. This is how it should look like when you're finished. Then sprinkle the mixture onto the batter. When you are finished, pop it in the oven for 14 to 16 minutes. Soon your home will smell so good. Hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck!